Welcome back to Indianapolis. We're broadcasting live as we have been all week, getting ready for Super Bowl 46, a little more than 48 hours away. I'm Mark Hale here with Paul Schwartz, our Giants writer, Brian Costello, our Jets writer here, covering the Patriots all week long as we get you ready. Guys, our last day of media access, we just finished with Tom Coughlin and Bill Belichick. Paul, let's get a quick update first on where Ahmad Bradshaw is physically.
Yeah, there seems to be, there's been a story this week about Ahmad Bradshaw as far as, if he's practicing, if he's not practicing.
Right.
People are asking today, is he going to play? Ahmad Bradshaw's played every game since he's come back.
Right.
The whole question was whether he's going to practice because he does have a bad foot, but it's getting better. And, yes, he practiced twice this week. He didn't practice last week because there was no game to prepare for. He practiced twice this week. He'll take the next couple of days off. He'll play in the game. And, he could be one of those X factors because the Giants are a passing team, and people don't think about them as a running team anymore. If he feels fresh and ready, he didn't play in the first game against the Patriots. He could be a big deal.
All right, let's get our daily update of Gronkgate, Brian.
Rob Gronkowski practiced it for the first time yesterday since the AFC Championship game. He was limited, which, you don't really know how limited he was. And Bill Belichick was asked this morning, could you elaborate on it? And he said he was limited. So that was his elaboration.
It was a limited elaboration.
Yes. So he did say that Gronkowski felt fine this morning, which was something they were looking at to see how he would feel the day after, if he was sore, if it would bother him. And Belichick said he came through it fine. So it appears Gronkowski's going to play. The question is how much he can play and how limited he will be in the game. And also, they practiced halftime on Wednesday, the Patriots, which sounds funny, but the Super Bowl has this long halftime, 30-minute halftime, so Belichick started practice, then he stopped it for 30 minutes and made them sit around for a while, and then started practice again, because Belichick likened it to playing a baseball doubleheader. The halftime is so long, and I think that halftime could have an effect on Gronkowski and that ankle.
Well, I think the interesting thing is that Belichick leaves no stone unturned. He actually brought Madonna in to practice, and she sang her three songs, and they did all that, and then they practiced.
Giants are going to be woefully underprepared for
they
that.
piped in Madonna. They actually piped in Madonna music and Bon Jovi music.
There you go.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to get to your picks, obviously, for the game. Before we do, let's talk about the idea that this is a legacy game for Tom Coughlin and a few other people as well, Paul.
Well, yeah, this is not something the Giants really wanted to talk about, but I think it's unmistakable that because this Super Bowl is coming 4 years after the last one the Giants won, let's face it, it's a core team. 15, 16 guys are the same players.
Yep.
It's the same coach and the same quarterback, and we know it's very much a coach-quarterback-driven deal here in the NFL, that if the Giants win this Super Bowl, and it's the second for Coughlin and the second for Eli, you start talking about them as far as, we always say, what was the golden age? Well, the Parcells years were the golden age of Giants football. This will be rivaling any golden age the Giants will ever had. 2 Super Bowls in a 4-year period with the same coach and the same quarterback. Don't forget, yes, Parcells did not win it with the same quarterback. So you look at it, if they can win this game, Tom Coughlin all of a sudden vaults into the discussion because he's nearing the end of his career. Is he a Hall of Fame coach? 2 Super Bowls, having done what he did in Jacksonville, the case can be made. Eli Manning, who's not close to being done, 2 Super Bowls in a 4-year period with more to go, a case can be made. He's approaching Hall of Fame status, if things progress in his career. And also, you have the owner, John Mara, who, like Eli, is trying to come out of Peyton's shadow.
Right.
John Mara has a very deep shadow with his great father, Wellington, the late Wellington Mara, who was in this Hall of Fame. John Mara, with 2 Super Bowl titles in his stewardship with more to come, could also be in that discussion. So it's more than just a championship at stake for the Giants.
All right, guys, the game is only 2 days away. This is the last time we'll talk to you beforehand. Want to get your picks for the Super Bowl. Brian, let's start with you.
I'm picking the Patriots to win 35-31. I just think, being the Patriots twice in one season is a very tough task. The Jets actually did it last year. I went and did some research. I figured it might be a while since someone did that, and I came across. I forgot the Jets did it last year. Yeah. So, but I just think it's a lot to ask for. And as much as the Patriots have said this has nothing to do with 2007, you got to think that there's some shred in Belichick's soul that says, he wants to pay the Giants back for what happened 4 years ago.
How about you, Paul?
Well, see, he's assuming that Belichick has a soul, which I think is the strangest. You can think what you want about that.
He spent the whole week with him.
Yeah.
Bought in.
I think I've gone back and forth in this game. I see a lot of Brian's points, and I do think if the Patriots win, all that stuff is going to come out. The offensive linemen are going to say, nobody thought we could block them. The Patriots defense is going to say, all we heard about was the Giants defense.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, can you believe Tom Brady in some strange way is the second quarterback here? People are talking about Eli Manning. I was talking about his legacy. Well, Brady's Hall of Fame legacy is already cemented.
Right.
But so I think there's some issues there that the Patriots will all let coming out of the bag if they win. Having said that, I think the Giants are the better team. I just think they're the more complete team right now. If they play a good game, I think they'll win. I'm picking 27-20. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots win. I also wouldn't be shocked if the Giants win by more than one score, because I think the Giants have the capability, if they're on their game, to score a lot of points against the Patriots' defense. But I'm giving the Patriots credit. They're a good team. It'll be a hard game. I just think the Giants are the more complete team right now.
All right, so Brian likes the Patriots. Paul, you like the Giants. You guys know my pick, 17-14 Patriots, the exact reverse of Super Bowl 42. We'll see how it goes on Sunday. We'll also be back later today for one final live show with Mark Cannizzaro and myself, and then we'll take you right up until Sunday's game, which will kick off at 6:30. For Brian and Paul, thanks for watching. I'm Mark. We'll talk to you soon.